Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So in today's video we are going to be talking about another variety of Echeveria. Now I'll put the name on the screen. This is Echeveria Laguna, but I'll put the entire name on the screen. Now the best part about this succulent is that this Echeveria is a natural species which is found in Mexico, which means that it's going to be slightly more stronger as compared to hybrid succulents. Another best thing about this succulent is it does not prefer direct sunlight. It can do very well in indirect but bright light or dappled sunlight. You can provide it with morning sunlight, but probably you can give like probably 1 or 2 hours. Don't give it more than that, because this succulent does not change its color a lot. It tends to stay more on the green tone. Probably it might have a little bit of a beige color, but most of the time it is green in color. So give it a good amount of indirect bright light. If you're a little bit skeptical about not sure of how much of sunlight you want to give it, so the best thing what you can do is just keep it in indirect bright light and it's going to do quite well. Currently my Echeveria Laguna is in indirect bright light and it has been doing quite well. The soil remains the same. It has to be loose, porous and well draining, and you have to wait for the succulent soil to be completely bone dry before you go ahead and water it. It's a very simple to grow succulent, non-fussy. Ideally it does not get affected with any mealybugs, but it's always better to do a routine check, probably once in 2 weeks or once in 3 weeks. If you tend to see any mealybugs, you can go for any organic solution. Avoid spraying any kind of neem oil or fungicide on the succulent. You can either put some dry cinnamon powder on the soil, or you can take out the succulent and just clean it off. But I would say just avoid spraying anything on the succulent, because a lot of times it can damage the succulent rather than helping it out. Apart from that, it's very easy to propagate. It belongs to the variety or the genus of Echeveria, so you can do a leaf propagation. You can do the separation of pups. Stem cutting won't be possible because the succulent is very close to the ground. It's a very compact succulent, so the stem will not be very visible unless it starts to stretch. So you can do a leaf propagation. You can separate the offsets once they reach a decent size. Usually the pups will appear at the base of the stem, and the flower bloom will, or the flower stalk will come up from anywhere on the second row of the crown area. So you do not need to be confused. The pups are always closer to the ground. So it's a very easy to grow succulent. It belongs to the genus of Echeveria, so it will get into its dormant period during the winters, and summer is their growing period. So if you're a person who tends to add fertilizers, you can do it during the summers. During winters, please do not add any fertilizers. It can damage your succulent. And again, as I said about watering, ensure that the soil is completely bone dry. Once the soil is completely bone dry, then do a complete watering until the water starts passing through the drain hole. Do not do a misting on the leaves. Do not do a misting on the soil. That is not the proper process of watering your succulent. Your succulent will either get dehydrated or it might get burnt if the water droplets are left on the succulent leaves. That's all about it. It's a very easy to grow succulent. If you are a beginner and you want to add something in your collection, that is super easy. I think this is one of the succulent you can add in your collection. Apart from that, if you are a person who does not receive a lot of direct sunlight, I think this is another option that you can add in your collection. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.